There's a current trend in art-making technology that we're being force-fed by software companies to make everything as efficient as possible. Why would you create a piece of artwork when you can just prompt it? It's way more efficient, right? You get it done faster. But while efficiency is a great facilitator of using technology, it is not the point of the creative process, like at all. In fact, the term creative process says its purpose right there in the phrase itself. Creativity is fundamentally process-based. Efficiency is fundamentally product-based. And reaching the end result in the fastest way possible is its purpose. With this fundamental difference in mind, how do we reconcile technology and the creative process? Unfortunately, it's up to us, so we have to be very deliberate about it. The first and most obvious way is to go to the extremes. If we go to the highest tech route possible, and therefore the most efficient, we can use an AI prompt and call it a day. The lowest tech route is to forego all modern technological influence, and in the case of music, use only acoustic instruments and only play live. Very romantic. Plenty of people are already out there following both of these methods. But what happens if our tastes don't align with either extreme? For example, I don't want to prompt an AI to make my music. I'm a musician, I'm a songwriter, I'm a music producer. I adore the craft of making music. The quickest and most efficient way to eradicate all the joy from the process of making my art is to entirely outsource it to a computer and have an AI do it for me. On the other end of the spectrum, producing music entirely acoustically holds no interest for me either. I enjoy integrating technology into my musical workflow, whether it's recording and playing with ideas for arrangements, loading up software synthesizers and stacking them up with effects, or programming a simple beat into a sequencer to play along with while I'm practicing piano and avoiding the god-awful experience of playing along with a metronome. To borrow a concept from Eastern philosophy, there's a middle way. Instead of using AI or going acoustic, you can integrate a computer into your creative workflow with your soul and creative satisfaction intact. This is done by replacing efficiency with fluidity. Because computers were created fundamentally with efficiency in mind, we need to go against the grain and use them in ways that make our process more fluid instead of more efficient. If you're a musician, a writer, a painter, or artist of any kind, you're familiar with what is commonly called the flow state. You're working on a piece of art, and the entire rest of the world drops away. You feel elated, euphoric, your wings spread and you're flying. It's the best feeling in the world. We artists know that nothing in life can replace that feeling. Using a computer to make art can be just like that. Efficiency will come into play in any computer-based endeavor and is welcome to some degree. However, when it tries to get its sticky little fingers into the core of our art, it has outstayed its welcome and needs to be shown the door. Only then can fluidity take over and the joy of creating return.